Alrighty, welcome to the stream, Gonna do a little bit of a tech talk today. It won't be too many matches really today. Just gonna go ahead and talk about these patch notes. A lot of controversy, which I'm surprised. But before we get to it, let me go ahead and pull these patch notes up real quick. What's up, guys? Alright. So for sure, damage is going to be taken a lot less this time. You're going to be taking, or a lot less recoverable health, blue health. You're not going to be receiving, you're going to be receiving a lot less this time amount, which is good because this is key. This is going to make the matches speed up. It says here excluding invincible moves, so I guess they don't take as much damage or as much blue life away. Key gauge, decrease the amount of key gauge gained when receiving damage from super attacks and meteor attacks, and increase the amount of key gauge gained when receiving damage from other attacks. Which is good because it sucks whenever you're on the receiving end, you know, taking all that damage, you get opened up, and you hardly build any bar. So at least you have something to counterattack with. That's a good change. It says for a short period of time after using the key gauge, the overall amount of key gained is now reduced. Okay, so slight nerf. I'm sure that'll get addressed for certain characters. Well, I know a lot of people are complaining about that one. But let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and look at some adjustments. Let's go ahead and take a look at this actual damage. And welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Whenever you guys get on here, we'll break this down. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick my usual, and then we'll pick the character that everyone else is gonna pick. See here. Definitely gonna need a DP, so we can go ahead and pick him. And then who else? Aha. Alright. Scrubbiest of them all three of them. Bunch of scrubs, I tell you. Alright, let's see here. Get ready for battle! Let's go ahead and turn this down. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see how this damage comes out. Alright. See here. Oh, that didn't work. Just do no recovery. On health, yeah. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, so you don't that's a lot of damage lost, which is nice, What's up, JJ? What's going on? What's going on, my buddy, my pal, brother from another mother? So yeah, so looks like you're not gonna gain as much health back, this is what I like, okay? This is what's fair, because even if they tag out, they're only gonna recover about a little bit more than half, right on that mark, and that's good because that's gonna speed up the matches. Because if say they tag out, you know, I can bring in that character, mix them up, bring them in, and then now they have less health. And you can literally kill them in just what? Not even a full combo. That's it. You know what I mean? They're done. Great deal. That's gonna speed up matches a lot faster. So people are gonna bitch and complain all they like. All I can tell you is, man, you better start learning some neutral, because this game is a lot more fair now. You can't just go ahead and lock people down with silly assists and make people guess all day. This is not Street Fighter Season 2, alright, where everybody's gotta play the guessing game. It's not fun. If you like playing that type of play style, go play old school Marvel or something. You're gonna definitely have a good time with that. But this is going to esports realm, so this game has to be balanced. It cannot be one-sided. Alright, and I don't know if y'all watched Top 8, but Top 8 was the same team composition. What you see on the right side over here, that's pretty much what everybody plays. And honestly, I don't like to play that. I don't go with the flow of the bandwagon. I like to pick what I like, you know what I mean? And which is great, because the changes this season has made my team a little bit better. So yeah, people complain about this guy right here, Frieza, his golden form. So if he goes into gold, let me go ahead and turn off the bar. Let me just set up the 3 bars. Let's take a look, because everybody was irate about this change, and I want to see it for myself. So let's go ahead and set it to 3 bars. See what happens. And if you guys got any questions or got any requests want me to do on the stream, I definitely do it for you. Not a problem. So let's see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart this real quick. Alright, so that lasted about maybe 3 seconds where I could not build bar, which is not bad. I mean, to be honest, like, let's do this actually. So if I open you up, we'll go straight into it. Oh, messed that up. Not a good example. Try again. Probably not a good example either. So I don't play Golden Frieza that much. I think it's a waste of meter. Alright, so you saw they really couldn't build any bar off of that combo, which I'm not really worried about. But let's see what happens if I tag him out. Let's see what happens if I tag him out. Oh, that's probably not a good example. Yeah, see, so you don't build any meter even after you tag out. So, you know, yeah, that sucks. But you know what you could do probably is go for the reset. You know what I mean? Which is not bad in this situation, because you got a hit, it's your turn, you're plus, so you know, go for a reset, which whatever you like, you know, and you gain it right back. Look. And plus, he takes a lot of damage just by himself. You know what I mean? Like, the damage the golden form takes is ridiculous. I mean, look at how much damage it takes. Okay. Right, 43.74. Let's see how much this takes. Alright, so look, that took the same amount of damage without a super. So that just goes to show you there are going to be some pros and cons. Yeah, it sucks, but you know, I just got to make an adjustment. You know what I mean? Look at the speed, especially after the backdash buff. This is one thing I want to see, because I know Bardock has the fastest jab in the game, or one of the fastest jabs in the game, so let's put him on guard all. Alright, and let's have him counterattack. Light attack. So I'm going to do a vanish. Oh, probably need some meter. Probably not a good example. Perfect. You know, usually I wouldn't even be able to do that at all. That's a great way to beat it out. Obviously, you can't beat it, I don't think, if you're in the air. So, yeah, so you can still get out of it. As far as like in those bad situations, let me see here. Let me have the computer jump. Let me just have him jump real quick. Okay, so you can still get out of it. Yeah, that's the situation I want to see. Okay, so you can get out of that, which is good, because that was a problem. You wouldn't be able to get out of that situation if you were falling from the sky, or you missed, or even if you missed, or you were too high falling down. You would be punished. Like that. Like, you'd be punished big time. Which I'm glad they made that faster, so now you can reset neutral in a way. Now, don't get me wrong, that's still not a free pass, because your opponent can, if he knows you're going to do that, at least you know, if they vanish, you can just go dash forward, just air dash, instant air dash forward. You know, if you need to, which I like. It makes the game actually make you think instead of just be dumb and mash this all day. Especially Bardock. Bardock has probably one of the most brain dead auto combos. Gives you free ground bounces, catches you from the air, and easily puts you in a combo again. Like, I swear, half the people that play that character, they think they're good. That one right there, that's the move I'm talking about. Right there, I don't even know if it's oh, man, look at that. Yeah, trades. That's why I figured it trades. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's look at these go ahead and check that real quick. So I want to look at this DP thing with Gohan. So if he does a DP, alright, so let's go look at this right here. So right. Oh, that's everybody's favorite block string. Don't get to play. Alright. Okay, so what I want to do is that one right there. I want to do the light one first. So, alright. So it looks like you can't call an assist on the medium one. So medium heavy, you can't call an assist with Gohan. On light one, you can. I don't know why they give you that one, but I guess it's because it's not safe anyway. Okay, so let's record that one. That's what I'm gonna record. So if I do jab, alright? Alright, so we'll go ahead and alright, so okay, so that's safe. None I can do. So you still have somewhat, you still have your pressure. You can at least still have your precious turn. So what happens if, say, this? Aha! So you can't have your turn anymore if I press L that. Alright. Alright. So what happens if I do so if I do alright. Alright, so if I do that, I don't think I recorded well. Alright. Okay, so it looks like There's some. Aha! See, now you gotta commit. Now you gotta commit. So I can at least use eye lasers to get out of that situation. Not that one. Okay, alright, that looks pretty good actually. So, what's happening here is that now you're going to have to, like I said, you're going to have to commit to what you're going to actually be doing. Nothing's going to be safe from what it looks like with the DPs, because you can't call an assist on your medium or your fully invincible DPs to make it safe, because those are fully punishable on block, and they should be. I mean, you get one get out of jail card, wake up and literally take a turn away. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to respect anyone's meaties on wake up, and if they don't know it's coming, you're getting a good damaging combo out of it. You know, so that's not bad. I like that change. It's definitely well deserved. And let's go ahead and look at the key gauge gain. I'm going to see this in action. Let's go ahead and take it to key gauge. Where are we at? I guess in training. No recovery. Alright, so. And then go ahead and hit a health bar. Just a quick recovery is fine. Alright. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Alright, let's see this. Probably need to restart it. It's not bad, actually, honestly. Because even if I open you up, look at that, it's not bad. So you can always gain a bar. What it looks like from 0, you can always gain a bar at the beginning of combo, which is good, because what would happen a lot of the times is, especially when I'm playing and I already exhausted my meter, I would, if I had 0 bar, I would actually not build up a bar by that time before it came to vanishing. Now looks like you always get a guaranteed vanish or a level 1 hyper combo right at the end of it, so you can take more damage essentially, or at least guaranteed damage. If say you didn't, if say you wanted to kill the character off as fast as you could, because yeah, see, and that's without no wall bounce. So yeah, see, that they'll build 1 bar. That's basic bread and butter without the vanish. So what about Goku? So nothing there. Yeah, same thing. So at least you build one bar if you have nothing. So let's see if I use my assist. Yep. And you know, and what's good is you know, even when you walk back and forth, you know what I mean, like playing neutral, you can also build meter that way too. I mean, you know, in Street Fighter 3, I remember people would always they would whiff buttons, you know what I mean, to build bar. It's kind of similar, you know what I mean. You can kind of just build bar. You know what I mean? Boom. 1, 2, 3. So about almost 10 seconds. You build a quarter of a bar, walking back and forth. You know, instead of people, in my opinion, I always see when I play online, I always see people's bad habits, and I always feel like people love to just they do this too much. But they always jump because they want a chicken block. But honestly, this is more threatening. On the ground, you know. And if someone comes towards you, boom, with punish, or you react. So that takes a lot of damage. See that? That took a lot of damage. So let's go and give me some bar real quick. Because when you play neutral, you know, you actually get a lot out of playing neutral if you know what you're doing. So just give me about 4 bars right now. So say I'm playing neutral and, you know, whatever, I get a low forward confirm, right? Just like what I just showed you guys. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna go. Okay. Look at the damage. Okay. 70 or 7,000. All right. You take 30% more damage. That's it. The character's dead. And then we go back to this health. Put on auto recovery. So let's take a look at it again. So if I get a good whip punish or even you know, a good poke, confirm. Hold on. Maybe 5 bars. Alright. Bam. Saw that? You know what I mean? If you would get that kind of damage. Now what I want to do next is I want to see it off of a punish. So let's see here. So to have blue vanish. And then we'll give the 1 bar is fine. Oh yeah. My God. That's a good punch, 50%. For making a correct guess, or correct choice. You know, you punish the vanish, they want to skip neutral. I mean, those are the odds. So let's see this again. What if... Oh, we're going to reset this. Okay. Well, you can... See, what would be sick is if they added this in later in the patch notes, or maybe they'll make a change eventually, but what would be sick is if you could reflect, and if you make a good reflect read, you can call your assist and counter their vanish. That would be a good defensive mechanic if we could have that, you know. But unfortunately, it just reflect. That would be a great addition if we could have that. I mean, imagine use that to punish. I mean, it'd be so sick. It'd be like this, you know. All right, so let's look at the double supers. That's what I want to look at right here. So this got changed. So usually, let's see. Usually that would take more damage, which is fine, you know what I mean? And this is not anything I have to use anyways. I'm not really too crazy about double supers, but for how much level 1 supers took and how much damage you took out of it, like, it was ridiculous for 1 bar. And then you just, yeah, it'll be back to back 2 bars, 3 bars, whatever, but they were just level 1 supers. And they're gonna, like, literally just decimate a whole character, you know what I mean? Like, kind of defeats the point of doing a level 3. So I'm glad they made that change. And it's probably to emphasize in level 3s, you know what I mean? Like, they're there for that reason, you know what I mean? Not just for top tiers to, you know what I mean? Like Bardock, what he used to have, where he just do the level 3, and then you had a guess on wake up, high, low, mid, whatever it was. You know, now everyone kind of gets to just do their level 3, which is nice because, you know, now you can do, now you can actually not have to use all your assists when you want to do a combo now. You can actually save your assists and play more efficiently. You know what I mean? I kind of like that. You know, you use 1 assist per combo, and then you have a second assist to kind of just, you know, mix up. You know, I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people played like anyways, but... You know, like Goku Blue never had this combo I'm about to show you. Let's see if I can pull it off real quick. You know. Yeah, 100%, which is great because he never had that before, at least not with this team. And if he did, it only took 9,900, which was right at the board. I mean, you could still probably kill him anyways, but you know, like that's a good buff, and I'm sure all the other cast members can do the same. Because same problem with Vegeta Blue that I had, I couldn't do that, you know. So if I did a sparking level 1 combo. Oh, hold on. Let's do that out. Excuse me. Push this up real quick. If I did. Actually, that didn't even kill because I didn't have the bar. So let me go ahead and give myself 7 real fast. Excuse me, excuse me. Barely missed it. Probably could have ended it there. Yeah, see, 102. Usually you couldn't do that. That was not possible. That was not possible at all. So I'm glad they made those changes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other. We looked at key gauge. Looked at how much key you get when you're getting your ass handed, which is not much. I mean, never was much, but at least you get a little bit better than what it was before. Talked about Frieza, Golden Frieza, how you don't get really much beater game for about 3 seconds. 3 game seconds. It's not really a big deal, to be honest. 3 game seconds is not long. Compared to how most of the people who play anyways, they just play runaway. So, you know what I mean, you get it right back. Super attacks, says here. Well, it says reduce the amount of recoverable health when receiving damage from power-up special moves, excluding invincible moves. Yeah, that has something to do with Gohan. So what does that mean? So what if I did? Okay. Oh my god, he didn't did you guys see that? You don't get none. You don't get any recoverable health there. A medium, you get some. So what if I did light into heavy? 1,250. Oh my god, so you actually don't get anything. That's hilarious. So that's great. So let's actually encourage to do that. Why would I do this? So it's 50%. That's 50%. So wait. Again, wouldn't let me do it. Trying to see if I can get it. Let's get it again. Not bad. So you use the EX moves, you actually can take some damage off. Yeah, see, that was actually reduced quite a bit. Not bad. So let's see here. Oh my god. Did y'all see that? Did you see how much damage? No blue health. That's fantastic. Look at that, no blue health. Offer confirmed. And I don't know if you even, let's see here. So if I don't know if you can confirm off Frieza there. I think you can. Dude, that'd be sick if we can confirm that. I think you can, maybe mid-screen. Let's see, I'm curious. Maybe they're closer to this, to the corner. Yeah, there you go. See, and I guess it's a good way to do it in the corner. If you're already, you know what I mean, you're in the corner, and someone's like making you have to eat all that pressure, it's definitely a good way to get out, especially if you have the Frieza assist. Let's see how much damage he takes. Not bad. Look at that. Barely any recoverable health off of that. Because if, say, I did this. No, that's not a good example. So, if I did. So see, it took more damage, but he has more recoverable health, so he can actually regain his blue health back and have 50% essentially. If I didn't want to commit to the EX move, so it's actually in your favor to use the EX move, because when you use the EX move, you take away more blue health, which is great. That I like that. That's going to speed up the matches. That's going to make everything flow a lot faster, and that's what I like. I want quick, fast matches. I don't want to spend too much time playing everybody for like 10 minutes a round. It's ridiculous. So, you know what I mean? You have the bar. You know, if you got the bar, spend it. You know what I mean? EX, Spanish. Gone. See that? That health is gone. Or I can go, you know. I was about to punish that. Punish. Then they're dead. That's all it takes. That'd take no time for one character. Well, I mean, that can't just miss like that, but... Okay. Reset. Man, wish that didn't whiff, but... Oh, look at the meters gaining. Yeah, it can't vanish. See if this will kill. Oh yeah. See? A lot faster. A lot faster. We don't need to do no long combos when we're playing. We don't need to do no long combos. All we need to do is keep it short and simple. Go back to neutral. Get grabbed. You know, maybe reset. Kill the character. Look at that. Pressing buttons. Takes his damage. Open him up. Now use your assist to kind of mix them up. You know, that's perfect. I like that. You know what I mean? That creates you know, more avenues for better neutral and better gameplay, in my opinion. All meteor attacks increase the minimum damage of all meteor attacks, which you already saw. You know, level 3s now take more damage, so I don't need to show you that. Sparking can now be used while blocking. Obviously, we've seen that already. So, go ahead and go to go to button settings. So I'm gonna have. Alright, so I'm gonna have them block and then spark. Okay. So let me go back here. Okay, reset. Alright, so I'm gonna have them block. Alright, that's a good idea. It's not a good example. Yeah, see, no longer will work. So try that again. See, now you can go and punish me. Now I don't know if you can actually call an assist when you do that. Let's see. No, you can't call an assist. It won't work. Now these will be able to burst out of combos, which is another great option when you are feeling all that pressure and you don't want to guard cancel, which is another one that I didn't do. So let's do guard cancel. I don't know if I can have the computer do it. I would like to have the computer do it. Let's see here. Guard cancel. So you can do there. So let me just see if I knock him down. So if I do a knockdown, I'm gonna do the longest knockdown. Delay stand. That was actually pretty long. Say 25. Okay. Go down 20. That was pretty quick. That was about regular. So now you can actually delay stand for a long time, which is great. Go up. Yeah, so that gives you a little bit more time, especially if you're playing against one of those characters that likes to throw in a bunch of things on the screen. Piccolo, Piccolo, Go Tanks, you know, make you play the guessing game, which is not how you play fighting games, by the way. Yeah, you gotta make people guess. I understand putting them 50-50, but come on. Forcing people to eat shit. I mean, nobody wants to play that game, to be honest. Like, if it's legit and you can respect it, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, that takes skill. Bro, it ain't gonna take hard to learn that. I'll tell you that right now. If everybody really wanted to be good, they'd be learning that, and that's just trash, okay? Like, if you want to be a scrub, you learn how to play like that, and don't even think about bringing up Goichi and all these other top players. I mean, those guys play for one thing. They play for the money, okay? And before they get into the bag first, they're not trying to show you, oh, let me show you how to win with Goku Blue or Base Goku. They're not trying to do that. They're trying to get to the bag. Nakio, all those guys. Top players are not trying to pick the characters they like. They pick the characters they like that gets them to the bag. That is how it works, unfortunately. But, you know, it's not like how back in the day was, man. You know, people were godlike with the characters that you barely knew that were good. You know what I mean? And you run into them, you're like, man, that guy, he had a sick Goku Blue. Or, man, that dude over there, like, you should come by our arcade one time, and you should check out this guy's Frieza. He's pretty godlike, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it was back in the day. Now everybody's trying to get to the bag. So, yeah. Vanish moves, camera change is easier to occur when cancel from attack. I mean, that's kind of doesn't work that much. I kind of tested that. You know, like, people were saying, like, go to blue. Like, if you throw a key blast, you should be able to get, like, you know, the camera to the wall bounce, I guess. Sorry, it's no. You know, like, I don't know what they're talking about, but it's not working. You know. If I do this, that'll work, but like that doesn't work. That never works, by the way. And I don't know why it's never worked. Like, that's called the assist. Like, that's the only way for that to work for me. But you know what I mean? That never worked. Yes. So that was another issue with Goku Blue specifically. If you did a mid-screen knockdown, I don't know if they fixed that, because that was a problem that fool be on the other side. And that would piss me off so much because I'd be trying to close out the round and that fool would just be on the other side. I don't know how many times that's happened to me where I could have just closed out the round. Let's see. Push this order up real quick. I don't know why. Alright. Alright, so that, maybe they fixed it. Maybe they fixed it. That'd be great. Let's see here. It looks like they fixed it, boys. I hope they did. That's what it looks like. It's fine. It's over here. Oh, come on, man. Thank you, Jesus. They have fixed it, okay? They have fixed it. You saw that, guys? No more of this BS over here, and then you do level 3, and he does it the other way. That is no more. So that is a good buff for Goku Blue players. If you're a Goku Blue player, which are hard to find, because everybody thinks the Super Saiyan Goku is way better, but beg to differ. I feel like this character is more of a footsie character than the other one. The other one was really, he took a lot of damage. That was one thing he did have off of one bar. You know what I mean? One bar back to back. So that was the only benefit as far as, I guess, meter use. But I mean, if you were okay with spending the bar with Goku Blue, bro, you could take some fat damage real quick, you know, with him. But you got to spend all 5 bars, you know what I mean? And that's how you play the character. But I mean, you just have to be ready to spend the bar. So that's a good buff, you know what I mean? That's great. I love how that no longer goes to the other side. See? Perfect. Every time. That's how it needs to be. And then you had this one over here where you have Goku Blue. What was it? The Dragon Rush. That's right, the Dragon Rush thing. So I'm not really a Dragon Rush type of person, only until I was playing Broly a little bit, where that's how you really got your, you know, a lot of damage off of it. But honestly, I thought it was pretty cheap. But you can do it with this team at least. You know, you can do it like that if you really wanted to use it, which I don't think is that great. But let's see here. Yeah, see, you don't get the vanish if you do it early in a combo. It seems like, at least with this team, I don't know about everyone else, but it seems like, I think that was one of the you know, some people might get pissed off about that, but it's because of that patch note that talked about the camera. Where is it? Yeah, mid-air smash attack. When the condition for a camera change is met, the camera effect will occur. Oh, well, that says it will occur regardless of height. But I think, let's see why that doesn't work. Let's see why that doesn't work. I don't know why that doesn't work. See, that would be kind of a nerf, but I think it's because of the knockdown that it does. Yeah, see, that's a knockdown now. It's not like what it did before, where where it would like kind of throw them in the air and they'd be able to recover if they hit the ground. So now I guess you have two ways of knocking down: the heavy attack, or if your special attack to do a knockdown, you know, dive kick. Especially when you use the medium dive kicks or the heavy one. I know if you do it before vanish in a combo, you will usually not be able to get the camera motion when you vanished and get the wall bounce. You essentially don't get a wall bounce if you do a knockdown, unless you use an assist to kind of get around it. There's some weird ways around it. So let's see if I can do it with this. Yeah, doing something like that, you know what I mean? Like you'd have to use your assist to kind of make up for the wall bounce. In some instances, I've seen it where you can. I don't really have an example for it. Actually, I think I have an example. Like I'm doing an uppercut. Yeah, see, it's like if I did that. So if I try to wall bounce off this, see if I get FighterZ to hit him. Yeah, see, like right there, that took 9 hits. So that's a knockdown. That only works there, right there. There's the condition. There you go. So you only get the condition if you're really high in the air. And that can be a problem. So that can be a problem if you're trying to extend your combo and you don't really want to end it. But the benefit with where you can do the Dragon Rush is that this knocks down. So that's a great buff for people, you know, who. Especially like, you know, base form Goku, that's a great buff for him because he doesn't have a lot of knockdown moves other than, you know, like a typical air combo into a heavy, you know. So now at least he can do the Dragon Rush, land, do the Kaioken, you know, and take damage, you know, take reasonable damage. So that's good, but there are still ways around it if you're trying to still extend your combo, like I said. Let me see if I can find it for you. I'm going to be a little bit lower. So I don't think you're going to get the ground bounce in that sense. So I have to use the assist. Yeah. See, and that usually would not work. That would usually not work. And I'm surprised that even missed. I don't know what happened there. But usually he would go right behind him in that situation. So I don't know what happened there, but let's see what happened. So he ground bounce. Saw that? That's interesting. So when he hit the ground again from the hard knockdown from the EX one, had already used one hard knockdown. This is interesting. So I used one hard knockdown already, and it wouldn't let me confirm a hit. Let me see if I do level 1. Maybe that'll work better. Wow. So it seems like you're not going to be able to actually extend your combo if you actually go off of already go for your knockdown. So you might have to save your knockdown or something like that. That's interesting. So no more confirms like that. That's crazy. Yeah, he's just gonna have to end it. I mean, and that took a lot of damage, by the way, from an uppercut. So, if you would confirm that, yeah, you can't even do anything. That's hilarious. I don't know if that's a bug or. Let's see if that works with any other character. Yeah, you don't get no more than one knockdown. That's what that tells me, at least. You only get one knockdown. So if I use Vegeta in this, will this work? Nope, it does not work. So you cannot get multiple knockdowns in a combo now. You are limited to one knockdown. So if you use the Dragon Rush, that is a knockdown. If you use the EX or any other special move that knocks down, you only get one. You don't get 30 like we're used to. Wasn't an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. You only get one knockdown, which is fair, in my opinion. Compare, me playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You play Dante or some other character, you can get multiple ground bounces, which can be pretty cheap. So, anyways. Yeah, I already know about the Dragon Rush. I'm pretty sure if you've seen Brufamonger, he's definitely shown a video where if you try to do 2 Dragon Rushes back to back, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't connect anything. I don't need to show that to you guys. Guard cancel is great because now you can literally get out of now you can whiff punish, which is great. You can actually whiff punish people who are playing overly offensive, and this is the one thing I like. So let me see if I can record something here. Let me go in the corner here with Gohan, since he's the most oppressing character in the game, or one of the most oppressing characters. So let's go ahead and record this. So typical Gohan character would be right. Okay, so we'll do that one. So and then call the assist, right? And we'll block. So stop that. Let me go ahead and record and play. Sorry. Did I not record it? Alright, let me try again. Record. Have him. Card on. Okay. What? right? Most basic block string. So let me go to button setting. Alright, so let's try this again. Can't press nothing. If I press something, I get punished, right? So now if I'm making a great read and they're gonna go ahead and spin the bar. Perfect. My turn. You know what I mean? Before that would trade, and that was the worst part, that it traded. You know? It seems like it beats it even before. And I don't think you can do it I think you can get punished if you do it the wrong time. Even there it beat it out. And it even made it whiff. That's great. I like that. You know? It shows that you know what I mean, you can't play dumb offense anymore, which is great. Because now I have an option if I'm blocking. Play defensively. If I know how your block strings work or your offensive strings work, I'm going to punish it. You know, if you want to keep playing offensive, this is a good tool for especially characters who don't have many options. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times in those situations, like if we compare it to like last season, you know, I'm going to go ahead and hit play and. You know, like I can't do anything there, right? Like my only reversal option for this character would be level 3. You know, like even if that's if I could even do it like that, you know, like, and still, you know what I mean. You could punish me, and it's not really that's not even a good choice to be honest. Not the best choice, but at least it's something. Or wake up level 3. You know, yeah, if it was as a scrub tactic, but I mean it's a reversible option. When you don't have a DP, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, if you're playing Gohan on your team, he's got an EX DP. He's got options on Wake Up that you have to respect. But, you know, like, for this character, for Goku Blue, it's at the cost of 3 bars. You know, like, this character, Gohan can get away with just doing it at 1 bar, a cost of 1 bar. So that's not, you know, that's not really a waste. You know, you can throw a bar away because as fast as you gain meter in this game, it's, you know, it's not a bad idea. So I'm just glad they took away to where they can't make it safe anymore. And to be honest, none of you guys deserve that if y'all are playing that character, because that was the most scrubbiest tactic. And I wouldn't doubt people would play like this, like I'm about to show you. I wouldn't doubt it if people start doing this right here. I would expect to see this more. And this is to these are the true scrubs right here. The true scrubs are probably gonna play it like this. They're gonna do DP, right? Call the assist and then do an EX one right back to back. I wouldn't doubt it. Or if they woke up and you can't do anything on wake up. There's nothing you can do, right? You can't even call assist on wake up. So I would imagine they would use the light one, even though it's not invincible. But I would imagine how thirsty half of y'all are. Probably gonna call them and then do the EX one. Because that's what they did in Marvel Infinite. They do DP into DP. I would not be surprised if half of y'all start doing that again. Which that's fine. Y'all could do that one time. On me, y'all can do that one time. But it probably will not happen more than just one time. So I'm gonna expect you to do it again if you're gonna throw it out there. And as other players, you should expect that too. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna know what's scrub play and what's high level play, or well, at least what's good neutral. So you know what I mean? You can't just get away with being dumb. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Come on. All right, this guy is like Vega. All right, with a better walk speed. If you play Street Fighter, I mean, who has that? Nobody. Okay, like that's ridiculous. Confirmed from here. All right, people say like, oh, neutral's boring. you know how much skill it takes to whip punish someone from that distance? Okay, you don't need to always be up close, call the assist, and let me make sure, let me reset him all like constantly quick. That's not skill, dude. Like, it don't take any skill to do this. Okay, to do instant air dash, like, and half of his normals are already a mix-up. Like, look at that, low high. Come on, like generally everyone is high then low, or mid then low, whatever. Or some characters don't even have that. So like, you already have a 50-50 from the tap of just 2 buttons. All right, this is, it's already handed to you. It's on a silver platter. Your mix up and 2 buttons. That's it. You don't need any work. You know, just hold that. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's not cool. So like, seeing matches where like people punish from this distance or confirm from here, and then, or you know, even stuff like that was a high level play. You know, there were some cool cool setups actually that we got to see at the top 8. There were some good setups when it wasn't just, you know, them just guarding the whole time. So at least now there's going to be another layer of neutral and high level play now, in my opinion, because now people are going to start to have to think outside the box now, you know. And like I said, to all the haters, if y'all hating and y'all upset about the game and y'all wish it was what it was, a bunch of scrubs. I'm telling you, you need to adapt. You need to learn how to play neutral. Go take a break from Dragon Ball. Go play some Street Fighter. Go learn how to play some neutral. Learn how to play a game where you don't have all the options. Play character, you know, learn the fundamentals, you know. That's what I tell people. Go play Ryu and learn the fundamentals. Because you will be humbled as soon as you learn how to play that character and you realize how trash he is, and you're like, man, this is rough. And it's true, it's rough, because, you know, you're going to see who is top tier, and you're going to see, you're going to have more respect for players that play those characters, you know what I mean? You'll be like, hey, that's not easy to play, you know what I mean? Like, that's hard. That takes skill, you know what I mean? And that's not boring, because people want to see that, you know? People want to see the underdogs kind of triumph, you know what I mean? That's why people talk shit about all the characters, like, you know, Beerus, when he was Beerus, they were saying Beerus tier, you know what I mean? But it was godlike. It was interesting to watch when somebody was good with him, you know what I mean? That was more entertaining to watch than Gohan, Bardock, and Yamcha team, you know what I mean? Like, nobody gave 2 shits about those teams. No one wanted to see no one-touch death from those characters. But if you had a one-touch death from a Beerus, you're just like, man, this guy was in the lab. You gave him credit. You gave him kudos. So, you know, I don't want to hear nothing about, no, oh, it's boring, or, you know what I mean? Please. It takes skill to whip punish and to play neutral, okay? It takes skill. You know, and when you see people playing pussies, you know, from a distance, you know, I used to not be a fan of pussies from a big, long distance, but, you know, when you played Marvel 3 and you had to deal with Morgan, I mean, that was not fun. Thought that was a little too crazy, but, you know, I digress. But anyways, I think that's all the patch notes. I think that's it, you know, other than the Shenron and stuff. I think you guys know about all that stuff. Dramatic finishes, you know, you can just vanish now. That's great. I kind of wish I just get all the dramatic finishes on all the stages, in my opinion. I wish they just let them just do their thing on all stages, but that's just my opinion. But anyways, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna call this session adjourned. So I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow or this weekend. I've been caught up with work, started a new job, so maybe I'll be playing, you know, maybe we'll be playing Jiren. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, y'all have a good night. All right, thanks for joining the stream.